I want to go to Deb O'Neill, Labor Senator now, and kick off on a couple of these issues. Good to have you on the program again, Deb. But just firstly, let's let you have a crack
Good to see you,
at electric cars. Labor was big on them the last election, wanted 50% sales by 2030. You're going to have a lot of tax incentives to drive that. Scott Morrison is pumping taxpayers' money into the infrastructure. Same idea, really, isn't it?
Well, I don't know which Scotty I should believe. The one in 2019 who told me that the EVs were going to steal my weekend when he visited the Central Coast and made that announcement, or the Scotty today who's a convert who wants us all to plug and play. So I think the main story is that Mr Morrison always comes to all these very important issues too little and too late, and he just doesn't tell the truth to the Australian people.
Yeah, well, I think people, if they want to drive electric cars, welcome to. Plenty of people are doing it. What perturbs me is why government money should be having to install charging stations. Why can't this just happen under market forces? Why wouldn't petrol stations be having fast charging stations in order to service more people and make more money?
Well, the whole ecosystem sort of isn't properly designed, and this is what happens with this government. They make an announcement, and then the whole shape and the way of that things should work in terms of collaboration with industry is not happening. What we've got is, Scotty from marketing telling us that it's going to be, technology, not taxes, but he's going to hang on to tax dollars. By comparison with the Labor Party policy, which is to take out inappropriate tariffs on electric vehicles, and also to make sure that there is a discount for people who want to get into the market. We're cutting taxes on electric vehicles.
But
Mr Morrison doesn't want to do that, and he was called on to consider that by the AADA, the Australian Automotive Dealers Association, because they know that the whole thing is an ecosystem, and Australians who got into solar want to get into EVs. In England, if you were interested...
People were subsidised by government into solar, and now they want to subsidise them into electric cars. I don't want people getting tax breaks for electric cars unless there's tax breaks for everyone who gets a car. But that debate, no doubt, will play out in the lead up to the election.
That could happen, but, you haven't even got much of a choice, because if you're in the UK right now, you could choose from 140 different vehicles. In Australia,
well, the UK,
you've got a choice of 40. It's not enough.
In the UK, they're going to get rid of petrol cars and diesel cars. But we'll come back to that issue. As I say, it's going to play out. I want to ask you about...
Scotty's going to get rid of them too now. He's going to steal your own weekend like he told you last time.
He's not going to steal my Christmas holiday road trip. No way. Tell me about Paul Keating. Is he right to say that we are too tough and paranoid about China, that China is a rising and benign power?
Look, I've actually been in an inquiry all day, and I haven't heard or seen anything of Paul Keating's address. I know it happened today. And I do have some concerns about China, and I have concerns about China in the context of money laundering and Australia's participation in the international movement of money. So I can make some comments about that, but I think I probably need to see something of what the former Prime Minister actually had to say.
What's your view about the future of Taiwan? Is it something that Australia should speak up robustly about, that the people of Taiwan ought to be able to remain free and democratic?
Look, I actually have been to Taiwan, and I saw the innovative capacity that they have, and I saw in action their strident defence of democracy. I think it's very, very important that Taiwan take their place in the international context. And it concerns me, for example, particularly in the recent reality that we've had with COVID, that China campaigned very heavily to exclude Taiwan from the World Health Organization. Now, those sorts of international acts are not the sort of citizenship that I think is beneficial to the world. So I think there is a need for protection of Taiwan, and if it's seeking protection, Australians who believe in democracy really have a responsibility to stand up and make sure that their voices are heard and that they have the necessary protections in place if required.
Well, there you are. There you go. You're at odds to some degree with Paul Keating, but we'll let you catch up on that with your reading tonight. Thanks for joining us, Deb O'Neill.
Thank you.